Well, we've got it done. Right, and it works. Turn the tap on and the light comes on. How about that? So, I will now attempt to show you around it. Now it's finally finished. Now look, I've put I put the old handle on because it looks nicer. Now inside I cut it off and using one of those electrical connectors, because it's got plastic to push on the switch, so there's no contact. If nothing will go amiss, but if it did, so that screws as far as it will. You can't screw it too far, and when it goes the other way again you can't screw it out. That's it, and it's free on the switch. So that's worked quite well. I did show you the Made in England, I think. That's on and secure. You know it's filled with lead, so it won't fall off. Right? You can't knock it over. I've managed to put the earth on. You can see there, I'm sure. And what I did, I soldered the wires up, taped them up well, and using quite a lot of tape until it just fitted in there. So that cool looks alright. Sits nicely, you see. It's firm, won't pull out. So there we are. Took a lot of doing, but yeah, I don't think you'll see another one, will you? Anyway, so that's that one. And like I said, just show you it one more time. Yeah, it works. I don't think there's anything else to show you on it. Right, so I'm going to keep stopping starting this because I'll just show you my other lamps that I made past year or two. Being as we're on the subject. Right, this was the first one I made. Not bothered putting the shade in. Use the same bulb. Got some these LEDs, they're only 4.5 watts. I've been buying a few of them. I've been using those, you'll see in a minute, you know, the low energy ones for years. Some people like them, some don't. I love them. Anyway, that one, I'll just show you it. That was my first one I made. And that's a camshaft cam belt sprocket with 3 spanners, and that was a piece out the middle of a clutch, a piece of pipe, and I had that bayonet. The only thing with this, because I made it for myself, I had this red cable which I thought looked nice, this orangey cable, come off a strimmer I was given actually. And the only thing is, of course, there isn't an earth on this one, because someone did want to buy it. So I said, well, I'll make another one. It's easier than modifying it. Although it would be quite easy, obviously, just to get one of the brass bulb holders and enlarge the hole a bit and put a grommet in and get some black cable, you know. So it could be done. But that was, anyway, I made that for myself, as I say, and that was the first one. Now, can I get back far enough to show you this one? Meter lamp. Well, the other week somebody actually got in touch to say they would like it. However, I sent them some photos. I'll just turn the light on because I put this shade on. This shades, they don't seem to be very good. Anyway, you'll be able to see. Now, it's not a bodge at all. What it is, I'll tell you about this one. And what it is, as you can see, I had to put some cable ties on this to hold it on. Well, they're not cable ties, they're plastic straps. But the thing is, this meter, I'll just tell you about this meter again. That one is a voltmeter, right? I know the light goes out, but yes, you can easily see that works, right? But the bottom one, what I'll do, I'll come back and with this, I'll zoom in a bit to show you it. Right. Now, this is a special meter actually, because I doubt there's any more. And what it is, how I came by it, in a... Sorry about wobbling this camera about a bit, but I'm just trying to show you that. It's a cycle meter, right? And of course, it says on here, frames per second, right? Which is why it's on 24. Because we're on 50 cycles, of course. Now, this meter came off a standby power supply that in the 60s cost £1,000. And it was brand new, and I bought it off a friend. Well, he'd been dead 20 odd years, hasn't he? What, 20? Yeah, 23 or 4 years now. And it was like an inverter, a big inverter. It ran off 96 volts, and it was for a standby power supply for a cinema. But of course, projectors have to run at 24 frames a second. So you could set it to be accurate. So that's why this meter alone, you know, there won't be any more. And I've been told, I can't guarantee it, but I've been told that you get £80 for that. So you can see that it's settled. And you can see it shows the cycles, you see. 50 cycles a second on our electricity equals that. So there we are. This is my working meter lamp. And there may be others. Well, there most likely is others, but there certainly isn't any more with a cycle meter on. Anyway, the thing is, people think, as I said, cable ties are a bodge. No, it's a plastic strap. Well, it would actually look better without the cycle meter on. But the problem is, this is what makes the lamp. Now, the voltmeter is in its own case, very, very well made. And it went alright, it fastened on alright. The problem with this is, with the cycle meter, it was in a case and that was open inside, and the contacts and everything were open. So I didn't have a case for it. And I could have mounted it on 2 metal brackets, but it would have ruined the look. You know, I did have a big struggle with this one, putting it right. So I got a plastic cap and put over the back, and it wanted to be as high up as possible, because if I dropped it down, it wouldn't have looked right with the spanners hanging, right? That's the problem. So that's why it's not a bodge, it's 2 plastic straps which happen to be cable ties to hold the cycle meter on. So, but that's what makes the lamp. So there we are. Shades come and go. I just got that shade. It seemed to suit it. A tallish shade seemed to suit it. So there you go. I did of course make the other one with pipe fittings. So what I'll do, I'll just put a brief clip from the video in this one to show you that. The latest masterpiece, hey? Do you like it? Gas lamp. What it wants, I've just borrowed that shade, it's the only one I've got, but I want a black shade and one of those flickering bulbs in it, doesn't it? We'll leave you to see. So now that one, it went up to Scotland, and the chap is very, very pleased with it, still is. You know, but we could post that one. The problem is, with these, if I put them in the post, especially that one, they're too fragile, because I've sent stuff and the broken welds off, you know. So we don't post, it's collection only. But this is the one I use at the moment, and I used the innards of a clutch and 2 spanners and a piece of copper pipe. The top on this one, I think, was glued in, I think. I don't think I soldered it, but anyway, when I did this one, it's properly earthed, and I got new wire, new earth wire, and of course the same brass. I'll just turn it out to show you because it'll be too bright else. So you can just see it's got the same, it's got the brass top that, to be honest, that my plumbing light needs, doesn't it? I think it would look better with that on it. But we got those, so that's why these cost quite a bit of money, because by the time you were done with the paint and the wire and the welding and the electric and running about town getting stuff and lamp holders and bulbs and everything else, it cost about £30 to £40 each to make, you see. So, you know, they get quite, you know, it soon adds up, doesn't it? And the shades, of course, I have a pinkish shade because it gives a warmer light than a black one. It would actually look better with a black shade, because you can put what shade on you like. Now, of course, this is the one I made a few weeks ago out the old Bakelite meter case. The meter wasn't any good, so I was trying to think of that. And with these LED bulbs producing no heat, I made a desk lamp out of it, as you can see, and it needs turning that way to keep the light from glaring in the camera. It's got a flat look, see? So if you have that on your desk, it would give you a nice light, wouldn't it, for working on. And I have actually seen lamps, not like this, because there isn't another one like this, is there? But I've seen lamps like this fetch quite a lot of money in these sort of, you know, unique shops and recycled shops and things. There's one like this. It wasn't quite the same as this because it had a bulb holder on the top, but I think it was sold for £245, something like that. And for a reflector in the back, you'll be able to see now, I took the dial off and used it in the back as a reflector. And I cut these were the terminals, and I cut them off and polished them so they're nice and brass, and it's got a nice leather handle. It needs another dubbing just to soften it a bit, but so there we are. Lovely Bakelite case, 50s Bakelite case. Look, it's on rubber feet. I think that was another successful one I did. Right, so there we are. Right, sorry, I keep saying right, don't I don't know why. I've shown you all these because I was going to people have said let there be light, so that's in the description. It's not going to be the title, it's got to be the description, so that's the reason. Let there be light. See, and there's a nice little collection. So if anybody wants one, get in touch, but it has to be collection only. I can't post any of these till they get smashed. There we go. The end of a marathon project this week, isn't it? But just to finish the video off, I will show you it again, just to finish the video, because it's been a marathon job, hasn't it? There we are. It's all come very well at the end of the day. I won't bother putting the bulb in and switching it on again, you've seen that now. Right, hope you've enjoyed this then. I've enjoyed it. But I'm enjoying it more now it's done, because it's been troublesome to say the least. You know, sometimes it is. Sometimes they fight you. And this one has. Never mind. We've had a bit of fun. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see what's next, eh? Cheers, lads.